Hi there, today I want to talk about the importance of being yourself. I think it is really significant topic that I want to discuss because it's really connected with my life. The moment when I allowed myself to be myself, my life has changed completely. So let's get started. First of all, I want to talk about why we all afraid of being ourselves. The first reason is we truly think that people that surround us, they can leave, they can abandon us, and we will be alone. It's really scary to be alone for a long time because we came here on this earth in order to make and create some kind of connections, to influence on each other, because we can't do other way. This is what is written in our genes, maybe in our soul, like blueprint, I don't know, but definitely we come here to interact with each other. That is why this fear of being alone, of being abandoned, it's very significant and it's very big. We are like social human beings, and it's really important to have friends, to have family, to have communication with at least somebody. That is why we usually fit and wear different masks. We try to fit in different societies, in different like circles of people, groups of people, because we want to be accepted. And this is absolutely normal thing. This is a very natural desire to be accepted in the group that you like, the group that has the same interests that you have. And when we enter this kind of group, we feel satisfied, we feel happy, we know that we belong here, and we feel like we are at home. But sometimes we lose our identity, we lose ourselves when we try to fit in a box where we want to be, but it's not for us. We think we want to be with these people, we want to belong to these kind of connections and interests, but sometimes it's a mistake, or it's even some kind of misunderstanding of ourselves. And when we try to put ourselves in this box where we want to be, but when we are not belong to be, we break ourselves. We try to squeeze our potential, to squeeze our identity in order to be acceptable there. But it's not really good for your soul. When you stay there for a long time, you start feeling emptiness, you start feeling loneliness. But it's so paradoxal, just because you want to be there, but at the same time you feel alone among these people. And the reason of it, that you don't allow yourself to be yourself, to be the true self. And when you start having health problems, when you start having depression, all the time you have mood swings or something like that, when you feel that your life destroys, only then you start thinking about, where am I? What am I doing? Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to be with these people? And only then you can understand, only when you are on the bottom of your life, you can understand and meet your true self. And if you were trying to fit somewhere for a long time, and in order to do this, you broke yourself, and these problems come in order to show you that you don't belong to be here, please look at yourself. Please recall your desires, what your heart wants to do, and only being in some kind of negative emotions for a long time, we can meet our true selves. And then when you meet your true self, then you have to allow yourself to be the person you want to be. And it's really, really hard, because then you start having this fear. I don't want to lose everything that I have now. I don't want to be alone, because you think if you wear a mask and with this mask people love you, it's okay. But when you take off this mask, you think that nobody and never will love you, will like you. But it's not true. When you take off your mask and you start being yourself, you start radiate the energy that is hidden inside you, only then the true people will attract on these energy. True people, like your people, will come in your life. And only then, when you allow yourself to be yourself, you will finally feel happiness. You will finally meet your people. And I have no example of people who started to act as they wanted to act when they started to be their true self and they were alone. No, a thing doesn't happen. It's not possible, because you will attract those people, you will attract those circumstances and everything that truly resonates with you, with your energy and with your vibration. And you even can't imagine how your life is going to change when you truly allow yourself to be yourself, to radiate these vibrations and energy in order to attract everything that your soul wants, everything that your heart desires to have. And this is the most important and the most difficult part of allowing yourself to be your true self. So now I'm going to share my own story, how I was trying to fit in society, when I was trying to be liked by everybody, and when I wore masks and I didn't feel good. I even started to have huge problems with my health, and only when I decided that I can't do the same thing anymore and I need to change my life. And in order to change my life, I have to allow myself to be myself. Only then my life has changed completely, and it's changed in a very wonderful and unexpected way. So I just want to share this little short story. If you saw my previous videos, maybe you noted that there I often talk about depression that I had for like 3.5 or 4 years in a row, and it was really hard to get rid of these feelings. I had a lot of regrets and on and on. It was in December of 2025 when I decided that I can't do this anymore and I have to change my life. And in order to do this, I allowed myself to show up. I allowed myself to be cringe, to be crazy, to be not liked by everyone, and I allowed myself to handle all of this, all of the negativity that might be. But I didn't have and I didn't get any negativity, negative thoughts or words towards me from other people's on internet or even my close friends or relatives. I only get support every single day. But it took me 6 months of hard work to not wear this mask, and all the time when I put my mask that I have to be liked, that I am like very patient, that I always say yes, I never say no. Every time when I wanted to put it on, I recalled the memory, I recalled my decision that I can't do this anymore. I took it off, and this huge step just to remember about that I decided to change my life helped me a lot. So I took it out all the time when I wanted to take it on, and step by step, day by day, week by week, I felt stronger and stronger in this practice. And in 6 months, when I completely allowed myself to show up as I am as I am. Nobody will never live my life instead of me. I understood this idea, and I remembered Billie Eilish's word that's we all gonna die, so fuck it. I started posted a lot of videos on Instagram, in my Russian Instagram, my English Instagram, and one of my videos with me when I am myself went viral. And now every single day I get new followers, I get very wonderful and inspiring words, very sincere words towards me, towards my energy, my way of behavior, and it's so blow-minded. Could I ever imagine that it could happen? No. All the time I thought about negativity, but it didn't happen. In true life, in my reality, it didn't happen. But I started to be aligned with my life. I started to be aligned with myself only when I just decided to do this. I started my blog. I love what I'm doing. I don't have a lot of followers on YouTube, but it doesn't stop me because my heart tells me you have to do this. Do it slowly, but this is your way to do this. This is your time. That's okay. It's going to take a lot of time. Maybe it's not. I don't know, but I'm still doing it, not looking forward for big results, nothing like that. I'm just enjoying the process, and I love doing this. And one day I will succeed, just because if you show up every single day, the results have no choice. Every day's practice leads to inevitable success. I truly believe in these words. I love these words. I don't know who said that. I remind myself that I need to take steps every single day, and I have to be myself. This is the most important ingredient of success, because you can't radiate the pure, true vibration and energy if you are not yourself. Right now my life is changing. It's changing a lot. I'm happy. Of course I have troubles, I have problems, but I look at them from a different angle, from a different perspective. I started to look at them as challenges that I can handle with, and it makes my life much easier, much simpler, and I love it. I love it, and I love myself. If you wanna succeed, if you want to have any kind of success in your life, the most important ingredient of it is just to be yourself and radiate your true energy. People will feel it, they will love it, they will be attracted, and they will stay with you, and you will never be alone. If you take off this mask and you finally show up, you will find your people. So don't be afraid of being alone or to be abandoned by someone. That's okay. That's okay. You don't need those people who don't like you without you wearing the mask. Be yourself, follow your heart, and your life will change. Just take a small step. Allow yourself to do this and decide to move toward this goal. I hope I gave you some food for thought. Maybe you got an insight. And if you want, you can tell me how hard it is for you to be yourself. And if you want to be yourself, what kind of steps you can take right now. So that's all for today, and see ya. Bye.